helping the homeless, but not in the way you might think.
I certainly wasn't expecting it to turn into something that he ever did again.
The person behind this heartwarming project might surprise you. Well, every day here in Detroit, something good is happening, usually in the hand of somebody great.
Yeah, tonight we'll introduce you to someone who saw a problem, stepped in without hesitating, befriending people who are homeless and creating programs to help.
But as Nick Monticelli reports, this latest project to build 10 libraries in one day had almost everybody skeptical because of who had the idea in the first place.
And that one person took one trip here to Detroit and realized our homeless need a lot of help. But I don't think even they realized where that help would be coming from.
Some really good stuff's going to be happening today, and I want to thank everyone for being here.
There's an exciting process when an idea becomes a dream, and then that dream becomes reality. The dream here was to gather as many people possible and build 10 libraries and 10 homeless shelters in one day. But in reality, in that one day, more than 250 volunteers were also cleaning, choosing colors, and building a better future for Detroit shelters. Quite the accomplishment in a day, and even more impressive,
I know most of you don't know the people behind these walls, but I do.
The dream came from a 13-year-old boy.
I got over 3,000 youth volunteers engaged, and 250 actually came to the event. Where did you get all the toys and stuff?
Meet Caleb White of the Caleb White Project. This reality was his dream, and a lofty one at that.
But when he said he wanted to build 10 libraries, I thought, well, why don't we just do one?
Caleb's mom, Melissa, remembers vividly the day it all began. Caleb was just 5 years old when he saw a man on the side of the road.
He was in a box type little house, and I didn't really know what it meant to be homeless. I remember just being outside, and it was freezing cold, and I couldn't imagine what he had to have felt like.
Caleb asked his mom what he could do. They ended up visiting a shelter.
I certainly wasn't expecting it to turn into something that he ever did again.
And again, and again, and again. Game night, pizza night, even a back-to-school project. And then he got to thinking.
They don't have a library. They don't have things to read. They don't have any of that. So they're my friends, so I wanted them to have something to do. It looks amazing.
A 13-year-old wanted his friends to have a library. So they built 10 of them.
Do you like it?
I love it.
I want to make people feel like that. I want to give them a feeling that other people are with them in this together.
I don't think he can fully grasp the impact that he's having, of course, on the people that he's helping, but what I see more often is the people who are volunteering. I mean, they come to me all the time and say, you gave my family a day that they'll never forget.
Everything big can start somewhere small. You don't have to go out and do a huge project right away. You can go out and help your neighbor or do anything. Mainly just make those one-on-one connections and make somebody feel like they're important.
Big words from a little kid with an even larger heart. In Detroit, Nick Monticelli, Local 4.